everybody, and welcome to the first of the televised American 700-mile sweepstakes festivities. It has been so far a very wild American 700 weekend with practice sessions consisting of some rather large accidents, a lot of aggressive racing, etc. We are now coming down to the one-off qualifying. And might I add that if you drive for if your favorite driver is one of the lead drivers, one of the lead two drivers for one of the top 10 teams in constructors standings, you're not going to see them until tonight when we do the knockout qualifying, which isn't going to be covered live here. You have to be a premium ARCSOA Elite Series member to see that, the knockout qualifying. However, you have to be a subscriber to Olina Sports premium coverage. So if your favorite driver is someone like Noah Hart, Ingrid Hadeland, up the order, up to Cody Lamas, Vince Freeze, etc., you won't see those drivers until tonight in the main qualifying session because they are already locked in to the American 700. All the way down to the Bradley team with Bobby Jones and Lance Kelvin. The starting grids for these qualifying races, because there are two of them, the way this will work is the top 11 from each race will move on to the main event, while everybody else has to go into the Baxter's Consolation Race, which will be taking place earlier in the day on race night, because as you know, the American 700 is an evening race, etc. Just after, I believe, the ARCSOA Celebrity Race, which the first annual celebrity race, we've never had a celebrity race before. That should be very interesting as we see 10 or 12 celebrities. I'm not exactly sure how many we have because there are a couple of late entries on that list. Take on the medium banks and high speeds of the Auto Club Speedway in semi-equal cars. So that should be fun to watch. With that being said, the race order was actually determined alphabetically. So alphabetically, the first half of the 57 drivers were put in qualifier A, and alphabetically the second half were put in qualifier B, and the starting orders from that point were determined randomly by a random draw. So it could be interesting with these 50-lap qualifiers. Who will be the drivers, the 11 drivers, 22 overall drivers joining the 20 that are already locked into the American 700? Qualifier number 1 will begin shortly. Let's take a look at the starting grid. Picking last on the grid today was Zachary Fitzwater. He picked dead last. However, with this kind of track, that might not be a bad thing. Kai Dry is up there as well, along with Do It For Dale Sr. And as you know, Skoal is a chewing tobacco company. However, they have found a way around that by claiming that they have a highly addictive chewing gum, which is allowing them to be on the grid. And we're unsure of the legality of it, but ARCSOA has seemingly allowed Do It For Dale Jr. to be on the grid. I'm pretty sure the fan outrage, if he wasn't, would kind of be rather sad. This is Dane Bradley, Dane Bradley, in the team owner of Bradley Automotive in the 39 car. Hasn't been too quick all weekend. And this is Zolt Dormitory in the 77 car. He needs to do something pretty interesting to get the Menervinis onto the grid. Entity Brown is the Mid-Atlantic Motorsports third driver. And alongside we have Eapo Anselmi, the Darlington winner, on the grid as well. Barely missed out on being locked in, that team did. This is Travis Elliott Sr. Tony Elliott Sr. Travis Elliott's one son, who is an ARCSOA Lights driver, not attempting this race. Driving for one of the new teams that we are expecting to start showing up sooner rather than later full-time, at least for the rest of the season, that being the Michelson team. Max Anderson also in the 46 car for the Fordale team. Should be something interesting to watch. William Brock is the third driver for the Ford Performance Technologies team, driving for Synovis, the Bank of Here. And alongside of him, you have one of his teammates and the reigning two-time, twice in a row, American 700 champion, DJ Curtis. And he also won an American 700 a number of years ago at Texas Motor Speedway. Welcome back, Ike Durbin, another American 700 champion. Great to see Ike Durbin on the grid driving for Audi. Of course, he is an Audi driver. And Joe Coleman driving for Horizon Autosport, which is not related to the old Horizon Sport team in which Ike Durbin had something to do with later back in the day. This is Allison Holliday, who has looked pretty strong in some of these practice sessions. And this is Harley Fordale. Harley Fordale is the granddaughter of the famous Dewitt Fordale, driving a car that looks very similar to Dewitt Fordale's, her grandfather's car. Harley never got to meet her grandfather before he passed away in an accident at Talladega. However, Harley Fordale has gone up to the late model scenes, and a lot of drivers have been a little concerned with the jump from the late model scene up to the ARCSOA Elite Series, but it should be interesting to see what Harley Fordale can do. She will be interesting to watch. This is Craig Jasner driving the third Matthews Motorsports car. Jasner, commonly a lot of people say, where the hell is he? Well, he's right there, everybody. And alongside of him, you have Tyler Berkman, who's been the Marlon Exodia test driver for quite some time. Of course, the Marlon Army also brings Dudley Bolt, onto the grid as well. He's one of their sports car drivers, I believe. Ethan Kiterman is on the grid. That team, MDR, needs a good run there. Again, another MDR car, that being Anju on the grid as well. Should be interesting. Chase Dunbar, we believe, will move over to the Michelson team, but he is driving for Fordale Enterprises. And Carter Fitzgerald is also on the grid, driving in the Matthews Aspira. Matthews had a spot locked up until the last weekend. Joe Blow will be on the next position on the grid, driving one of the Pass cars. He'll be one to watch, I think, as this race goes on, because Pass has been quite strong lately. Hostra, driving a BMW M7, should be one to watch. Even though they're in BMWs, they also have a little bit of an alliance with the MDR Brigade, I believe. So, the Slovakian Postal Service car, I believe that is, should be one to watch, that team, along with the Audi of Savar Ilkin, the MDR. They should be fun to watch through the field. This is LaRusso Danielson, and he will be another one driving for Pass to watch out for in the Miyagi Do Karate car. Anthony Griffith in the 4 car, driving for Team Thunder. Of course, he's got a very star-studded teammate lineup there, although he has been faster than both his teammates so far this week. Evan Byrne, driving the other Horizon car, has done pretty well this weekend with Horizon. And Daniel Bouchard drew the pole today, despite not being very quick all week. We'll see how that pole position works out for Bouchard. Bouchard and Byrne will lead the field down for this 100-mile qualifying race here. Should be interesting, as these two drivers will be ones that I think should be drivers that make the field. However, with this kind of qualifying race setup, we're never sure. Green flag is out, and away we go. Down towards turn number 1 they go. And it's going to be interesting to see how this plays out for these drivers, because we have not seen how this will go for them. As here we go down in towards turn number 1 and 2. Looks like Griffith is going to try and get going here. And obviously these cars are geared for night racing, not day racing for the most part, because all the practice sessions have been night practice sessions. Down towards turns 3 and 4. It is quite slower than normal. Weather conditions haven't been nearly as good as what they would have liked to have been, but it looks like as the field fans out, it's going to be Ilkin taking second position, but Anthony Griffith leads this race. Of course, his teammates are both in the next race. Whoa-ho-ho-ho! We got Berkman nearly going up into Danielson up there, and that should be interesting as we keep going, but here we go down the track here. Also, we got the Matthews Motorsports cars, 2 of them in this race, trying to work their way through the order. Danielson and Anju really close there into the wall. Oh, we got, looks like a Dud Bolt back there getting into the wall as well. And now They rocket down the front stretch now. It looks like Entity Brown having a really bad start to this race so far, but everybody's still up there. Oh, it looks like Bouchard has clocked the wall as well. And Max Anderson and Craig Jasner have worked their way up through the order, and quite fast, actually, these drivers have. Remember, top 11 makes it. We're going to go back here, and it's this pack. Someone in this pack would get eliminated. Looks like it would be Harley Fordale or actually Joe Blow probably at the line right now, but we're only 5 laps into this qualifying race. And actually, yes, it would still be Harley Fordale, but that's kind of the way that the orders are kind of playing out here. Danielson not doing well in the PASS car there, at that point at least. Danielson fell back LaRusso Danielson fell back quite quickly there, but we've got some faster cars a little further back. DJ Curtis, the reigning American 700 champion, he's won the last 2 of them, is currently on the outside looking in, but he has to work his way up the order at this rate, as right now all the Ford Performance Technology cars are not doing very well. We have our first lead change of the race as Chase Dunbar dives underneath Anthony Griffith there, and he will take over the lead of this event here. It looks like Craig Jasner, or Craig Janser there, sorry, I keep mispronouncing that, will fall into third there. He's got help from Do It for Dale Jr. up there as well. And Fordale Jr. is a super speedway expert here. I'm expecting Fordale to be quite strong, especially with that team going possibly full-time. After this, it won't be Do It for Dale. It would be Harley Fordale and Jesse Turner, who we will see in the next qualifying race. But great to see us through the field. Some of these young stars claw their way through the order. Joe Blow has gotten up there. Kostra, though, and Ike Durbin have slowly got their way up to this pack as well. As you can see in this more intense heat, we're not seeing nearly the pack racing we're used to seeing here. It's more spread out than normal, and that's kind of what the teams want. At least for a qualifier, that is. Not that it really matters for the lead in this race, but Max Anderson has put Chase Dunbar into the fence there. Those are 2 teammates there. I don't know why they're racing so hard here, but they are. You don't want to do that too often, because now Anderson and that's actually put Dunbar back there. And as you can see, Chase Dunbar got put up into the wall by Anderson there. Don't want to do that too often. 11th place of Kostra here has pulled away from 12th place Ilkin and Danielson here. Ike Durbin has really not gotten up the field like we would have thought he would have. Also, a couple cars back here, Coleman, Bolt. Fitzwater has clawed his way through the field. He's faster than some of the cars further up on the track. Fitzwater is, but it's just, is there going to be enough time for him to get up there is a good question. There are cars up here that are slower than Fitzy, but got to be really careful about that. And again, you've got Anju, who has fallen way down the order, along with Kiterman, as we are now at the lap 20 mark. Bradley is lucky that they have gotten 2 of their drivers locked into this race, because they have not looked very strong here at Fontana. The Bradley team hasn't. Kai Dry also not doing too bad for the Blameless team. Ahead of the 3 Fords, might I add. Ford Performance Technology really struggling here. They've gotten into the wall many times, been door checking one another. And DJ Curtis, 28th spot, second to last. Right now for the reigning American 700 champion, this is not what DJ Curtis needs. We have a couple of cars pitting. That's Dud Bold had come down pit road, Apo and Selmy, and Daniel Bouchard all taking the early pit stop route here. That's kind of what you're going to probably want to do in this race, because cars are falling off the pace. You're going to need to get as quick of a run as you can here and hope it stays green, because these cars will be a lot faster than some of the ones that are out there right now. Now, granted, keep in mind, you're not racing to win this. You're racing to get a top 11, really. And as you can see, Max Anderson, well, he's racing to win it right now. But they are really falling off the pace. Quickly around this track here, tire wear is being a big factor. Here comes Harley Fordale down pit road, it looks like. Yep, Harley Fordale brings it down pit road here. This could be interesting because she's right on that bubble. Another driver that has already pitted was Craig Yonser. Yonser, oh, maybe he hasn't. Maybe he's just really slow out there right now. Maybe, because he has fallen way off the order now. No, he had to have pitted. Yeah, these two have already pitted. They're quite a bit quicker than the leaders. But again, it's all going to be down to whoever can survive the tire fall off the best. Race leader Max Anderson and Chase Dunbar bring it down pit road with Anthony Griffith and a couple other drivers down pit road as well. I believe I saw Carter Fitzgerald, who's comfortably in the race. Driver that's really important to watch is Costra. He was 11th before this pit stop cycle started. Costra will be one to watch in this because Costra is the driver that was on that bubble mark there. A couple other drivers a little further back that will be interesting to watch. Here's LaRusso Danielson. He is, of course, staying out longer. He was just on the outside looking in. And here we go. Another driver staying out is Do It for Dale Jr., and I don't really think this is a great move because he's losing about a second a lap now compared to the fastest cars. LaRusso Danielson, Ike Durbin trying the long strategy. Joe Blow doing that as well. Ilkin, Fitzwater trying it as well. Fitzwater is the fastest of all those cars that are staying out. And here's Harley Fordale working with Dud Bolt now. And you're just seeing Dudley Bolt is one of the fastest drivers trying to get up through the field now. And that just shows what pitting early kind of does for you here. But again, there's going to be a tire fall off factor now. And you're also seeing that there is some lap traffic that you're going to have to worry about. This is Tyler Berkman being held up by LaRusso Danielson. And here we go down. Apparently Ryan Matthews is very interested in playing Grand Theft Auto right now, trying to cool off before his qualifying race. But he has other drivers he has to watch as well in this race. Even though I believe both Yonser and Fitzgerald look pretty solid to get in this race. Right now they're not, but still got to be real careful now because it actually looks like Fitzgerald's doing the best right now of his brigade. I'm really not sure what this long game is right now. I mean, we're right now seeing Max Anderson's already unlapped himself. And if lots of Do It for Dale Jr. is trying to go this whole thing on no stops, 50 laps is a bit much. But I really don't see how this is going to work for them. As now you've got Griffith and Fitzgerald going by now. Really, this is an aggressive strategy by some drivers out here. You've got Kiterman there as well. And really, with only 15 to go, I don't see how they can make it. And it does appear that they might be going for it on just the straight tank of gas here. Again, you're just seeing that he is so much slower leading this race. It's a risky move to try it. There's 8 to go, and I don't think they're going to make 50 laps on a tank of gas. Are you nuts? Here goes Harley by, her father there. Right there. And I just don't see it. I don't see how it's possible for them to make it. 50 laps at Fontana. Right now, the cutoff car is DJ Curtis, it appears. Or no, it was actually probably Harley Fordale there. Was the cutoff car, but Fordale just got into the fence. So now it will be Tyler Berkman currently with Carter Fitzgerald outside looking in. Oh no, it'll actually be DJ Curtis. But they are catching DJ Curtis very quickly by almost 4 seconds a lap here. They're catching DJ Curtis, so even still the long game has not played off well for them. If these cars don't pit, it's going to be a question of who can get as many spots as they possibly can here. There's Tony Elliott Sr. He was one of the latest pitters out of the group that have pitted already, and he is clawing his way up through the order very quickly, Tony Elliott is. Although he is almost going to hit the wall in the process of doing so. And, oh man, if DJ Curtis doesn't make this, that's going to be really sad, but... Where's Max Anderson? Max Anderson's already in, and Max Anderson was the leader of the cars that have already pitted. There goes DJ Curtis. He is going to lose a number of spots there. And B, essentially, that's going to knock him out, I think, at this rate. Tony Elliott Sr. actually held up there by a number of drivers. Carter Fitzgerald has just locked herself in if this keeps going. Also, somebody has clocked the wall somewhere, I believe, I heard. Not really. There's Ike Durbin getting passed by Danielson there. Again, this is a risky move to try this, but with only a handful of laps to go, they are in with no real shot of not being... I mean, that's all they had with some of these back markers of trying to make it. Right now, race leader is still Do It For Dale Jr., and it looks like he can't make it on fuel, and he is going to pit. Maybe. No, he is not. He is just very, very slow. He was so slow, I thought he was committing to pit. Ike Durbin is in second. Joe Blow third. Max Anderson has just bolted by Ilkin there. I can't believe they're going to try it on a one-stop strategy here. Well, this is good for everybody to see from race 2. I mean, it's an expert strategy call, and because of this expert strategy call, it doesn't look like Janser's going to make it. Anju's going to make it, because they were well down the order with the pit stop cycle. Kostra's going to make it. I don't think Coleman's going to make it, although Fordale's really fallen off the pace, although there's enough cars that are really slow out there. Oh, here they come. Here come some of them. Not going to make it on fuel for Ilkin or Fitzwater. So now this whole thing just got turned on its head because Kiterman's coming in as well. Who's still out there? Fordale's still out there with only 3 to go. Looks like he is going to try. He is going to lose the race, I think. But if he can pull this off, he will get into the race. Oh, here's Ike Durbin bringing it down. That's a shame. And now I don't know who is going to make it and who isn't. Fordale now with 2 laps to go. Can he bring it home? He is so slow down the straightaway. Do It For Dale Jr. is. I think Max Anderson is going to get... Oh, he's going to pit. Oh, no, he's got to pit. Yes, he is pitting. I think that's it. I don't think anybody else stayed out there. That's going to give Max Anderson the lead with the white. Oh, he tried so hard to make it on fuel. So Anderson is going to take the white. Looks like Dunbar is going to be second on the white. And I don't know who's going to be third, but Max Anderson's played this well, and again, it's up in the air who's going to be in and who isn't. I don't know if any of the cars made it on 0 stops. Ike Durbin, the one-time American 700 champion, is not going to make it, we know. And here it comes. Max Anderson to win this race. He will be in the American 700. Dunbar will be in. Joe Blow is going to try. Berkman's going to come home third. Tony Elliott Sr. fourth. Carter Fitzgerald is in. Griffith is in. Looks like Byrne's going to make it. Byrne makes it. Bolt is coming home 8th. I believe 9th and 10th is Coleman and Fordale, and the last car to make it is Kostra. Kostra makes it. Anju's the first car out. And Selmy's not going to make it. Janser's going to come home 14th, unfortunately for him. Bradley 15th. 16th is going to go to Fordale, who tried that strategy right till the end. Danielson and Bouchard aren't going to make it. Dry's not going to make it. And everybody else isn't going to make it, but yep, that's qualifier 1 for you right there. 50 laps in the book. Let's take a look at your full results. Barring any technical issues, because these drivers still have to go through tech after both of them, Max Anderson, Chase Dunbar, Tyler Berkman, Tony Elliott Sr., Carter Fitzgerald, Anthony Griffith, Evan Byrne, Dudley Bolt, Joe Coleman, Harley Fordale, Costro will all make the race with Anju and Selmy Yonser, Bradley Fordale Jr., Bouchard Danielson, Dry, Brock, Durbin, Holiday, Dormitory, Blow, Fitzwater, Ilkin, Entity Brown, DJ Curtis, and Kiterman all not making it. As you can see, the long game really didn't pay off in the end, but it was a noble effort to try it. Really noble effort to try that. But like I said, barring any technical issues, that should be the first of the 22 drivers making the order. Let's take a look at qualifier number 2. We'll go through the starting grid in a minute. Starting last on the grid is the famous RaceBot X10000. RaceBot has brought cars before and has brought their robot driver before, and now they have partnered with the Tesla team to make another autonomous race car. Now, granted, they kind of fit in well with the Tesla team because their drivers are mainly robotic anyway. Alongside, you have Ty Silverspoon, who randomly picked where he normally starts. Chris Wolf driving in the Bradley Automotive 38 car, not where they wanted to start. For this with Rich Roy starting alongside. That team needs a big boost. Tim Morse has been very quick in the Dodge Charger this week, and he'll be interesting to watch as the field goes on. Eric Monaco as well. Austin Silverspoon and Russ Pliskin. Pliskin did not qualify well, and I don't believe any of the past cars from Race 1 made it. This is Zabka on the grid as well. There, congratulations there. That is a pass car. And this is Jared Vershagen. Vershagen will be a driver to watch. He is currently in ARCSOA Lights, and I believe will be making the move up to full-time ARCSOA driving after this race. Samet Ozkin attempted this race a number of times, never made it. And Pip Longstocking, again, Pass has not performed nearly as well in the draws as we would have liked. However, they have been fast this weekend. This is Stratahan, the teammate to Kostra, who made the race last time around, and Aaron McCormick, that's a name we haven't heard in ages, on the grid as well in the 34 car. Driving, I believe that's one of the Michelson cars, but I'm not sure. This is Daniel Volkner driving for Red Bull in their only car, and Chester Lester Wester starting in the 79 car. Tim Randolph has been stupidly fast this week, and Steven Thompson, again, another Fordale Enterprises car. Jesse Turner, I believe, will have one of the full-time cars, and Joshua Michaels will be driving one of the Michelson cars. Tauger, good to see Truck Tauger, another American 700 champion, back on the grid driving the Marlon Exodia, and Caitlin Tannerhill. Mika Miyazaki and Alex Rowe are on the grid as well, with Connor Monaco and Kenny Myatt. Kenny Myatt, of course, the legend himself, driving the 40 car for Cedar Point. And up in front, you also have Sean Perkins up there as well, three-time American 700 champion, and our pole sitter draw went to Ryan Matthews. So congratulations to Ryan Matthews on picking the pole position. However, will that stay as this race goes on is a good question. We saw a very calm qualifier. Uh-oh, we got a car breaking down in the back already. That's McCormick breaking down. And, oh, that's a sad thought there, but here we go. Down towards turn number 1 we go. And we might get a yellow right off the bat. And yes, we do. So it's already more attrition-filled as yellow flag flies for McCormick breaking down on track there. The field will come right back around immediately for a yellow flag session, for a yellow flag here. And Ryan Matthews leads. Oh, we got a crash in the back. Oh, boy, we've got Monaco in it. That's Austin Silverspoon, Ozkin, and Thompson in it as well. And, oh boy, this has already gotten off to a wonderful start. Ending sarcasm here. But yes, it looks like we already have our problems here. So this was Steven Thompson just not paying attention to car high and causing a little incident there. Wow, good job by Morse getting by that. Yeah, but Steven Thompson was not paying attention to Samit Ozkin out there. Here it is again, same camera angle here. Yeah, Morse just turns over into him there. And poor Eric Monaco there, just getting involved in that incident there as well. What's interesting is we had a number of cars pit on that caution here. They're pretty sure that they're not going to make it on one tank, but the cars that did pit might be able to make it the rest of the way. On a tank, if we can get a green flag run here, we're not off to a great start in this qualifier, but I believe Aaron McCormick actually got saved by the accident there. Up to 5th spot after that. I don't know how that happened, but McCormick didn't go a lap down. They got the car started and is restarting 5th on the grid here. That's a great start for her there. And we're going to have some it's a lot closer this one is, but with how aggressive the field has been in practice sessions, we were kind of surprised that the first qualifier was as clean as it was. And down in towards turn number 3 and 4 they go. Here we go. This is, they're kind of spreading out a little bit now. Duking it out here on track. A couple of cars into the fence there on the inside there. Remember, top 11 make it. So it's all very close quarters here. The Tanner Hill was the last one across the line in 11th. But obviously it's way too early to determine who will make it and who will not. Alex Rowe leads over Lester Wester. The shock of the field is Lester Wester being up there. But here comes Tauger in the brown car down there. I actually kind of like that colored brown there. It looks good under the sun. Now the red on the back could use a little bit of work, but here they go. Around the track here. So far, so good. Oh, a couple cars got into the fence there. I believe Randolph was one of them. Randolph, we said, was ridiculously fast all weekend, and he's already up to the top 11. So impressive to see that. As where is Sean Perkins? Perkins, we were expecting to be very quick here. One of the 3-time champions has been tentatively eliminated, and actually probably has been eliminated. He'd need a lot of cars to be knocked out. Perkins is the last car in right now. He's getting by another Mitsubishi up there, that being the Michelson car trying to on the outside. But the outside is kind of holding back there a little bit there. Around the track they go. Very close to the wall, but I don't think anybody hit it that time. Here comes Ryan Matthews going for the lead now. This is a far more competitive qualifier than the last one. Matthews to the lead of this qualifier. That's where you kind of want to be. Oh, looks like Randolph got way high there. It actually looks like Rowe got into the fence there as well. As the field is trying to separate themselves little by little here. And again, bouncing over the backstretch there. Lester Wester's going to get held up by Rowe. And Myatt did as well. Oh, Lester Wester is going to be pushed up into the wall there. Gets into Myatt. Somehow they didn't crash that there. I'm not sure how they did that, but great on them to see that happen, as it looks like as fast as Ryan Matthews got the lead, he lost it to both McCormick and up there Connor Monaco. Eric Monaco's brother, that is. And here they go around this track. Once again here, looks like Michelson is doing his best here. I'm sorry, this is Joshua Michaels. I'm sorry, not Michelson. Actually, wow, Kenny Myatt. Oh, I thought Kenny Myatt was that back car. That's for Shagan back there. I'm like, man, he fell off quick. He might have hit the wall there, but I'm interested to see what Forshagan's going to do. Whoa, Rich Roy nearly gets into the Zabka car there. Got to be careful about that. We might take a replay on that. Yeah, this is, he gets up into the fence there. Our Tannerhill does, and Roy nearly clocks Tannerhill and has to avoid very quickly and almost gets into Zabka. Here are some drivers not doing well. We got RaceBot X1000, 10,000, probably has another virus. Jesse Turner has gotten to the wall a number of times, and then back here you got Samit Ozkin, who was involved in that incident there. I'm surprised that Turner's this far back. We expected Turner to make this field with his former ARCSOA Elite Series experience he's had before. A little further back now, the cutoff car, Perkins in the fence. Perkins needs to get off the fence. Thank you very much, Sean. And now, right now, the cutoff car is Russ Pliskin and Tauger there. Ooh, somebody really clocked the wall further back. Turner nearly gets in there. Oh, Rowe. Alex Rowe falls way down the order there. It's got to be oh so careful you're not doing something silly there. Look at Kenny Myatt single-handedly chasing down a pack. Myatt's an old dog, but he's still got the skills that everybody else has. Also got to give credit to Chester Lester Wester being in the transfer spots right now in a blameless car. Granted, it's still early in this race, 15 laps in, but I'm impressed with Chester Lester Wester lately. That car actually has some speed behind it. And right as I say that, Lester Wester does get up into the fence and would lose a bit of ground there and probably fall outside of the transfer spots as Zabka's gotten in. And it looks like Zabka is the last transfer car. However, Rich Roy is closing in as well. Oh, Tauger way up high. Be careful there in that Marlone up there. I know your two full-time cars made it, but just be careful up there. And we have a yellow flag right now. I'm hearing for wind speed, which is kind of weird. I've never heard that one before in ARCSOA, but it is quite windy today. We've got wind speeds up to 30 mile an hour today, but yeah, I've not heard that one before, but right there you catch Myatt just got caught by the wind there. Get off the wall there in your 40 car there, but Verschagen also through the field really quickly there as well. Good job by Verschagen. But yellow flag is out, and that's going to slow everybody down. I don't know why wind would bring out the yellow. And it's not like the wind has died down any since then, but yeah, we've got a yellow flag that just came out, but that essentially eliminated any chance of anybody really pitting, or of anybody needing to pit. Here we go, green flag is out, and away we go once again here. And here we go down towards turn number 1 once again, and yeah, wind caused that one, and I'm not really sure why, but off they go down towards turn number 1. Randolph and Monaco lead this field. Michelson, actually, no, none of them hit it. That's kind of a surprise, because that was the last one. Here we go around this track now. Looks like Matthews and Myatt are trying to get the outside to work here. Ooh, we got a car in the fence. That's Lester Wester, and oh man, any chance of Lester Wester making it now is probably gone unless there's some more chaos like we had on the start, but here we go. Where is the cutoff right now? It is right around Perkins and, oh, Matthews in the fence. Not what Ryan Matthews wanted to see. He's going to be on the outside looking in, I think, after this as well, but he's going to take McCormick with him. Perkins is that cutoff car, at least the last time by, but it looks like Ryan Matthews and Aaron. Oh, what's wrong with Perkins? Perkins had to back way out of it. McCormick's in the fence. Again, maybe the wind is... Oh, we got an accident in the back! Turner's in it. Monaco's in it. Austin Silverspoon's in it. Alex Rowe was in it. Pip Longstocking in it. And Austin Silverspoon's going to be out. Yeah, this was an incident here where, oh, Thompson gets into the wall. Oh, we had 2 accidents at once, actually, at the same time. And Monaco was involved pretty heavily there. Eric Monaco, I'm guessing that's term. No, it's not. He's driving away. And here we go. This is on the front stretch here. You're going to see Thompson actually gets out of that without any issues, but... Yeah, Jesse Turner in it pretty heavily. Austin Silverspoon, and it looks like the Stratan car are going to be the 2 big damage. On the restart now, Michelson over the rest of the field now. Here we go. We're going to see where the restart box is. It's been Perkins for the majority of the time. We got more cars in the fence. What on earth is the wind up to now? Around this track here, that's going to bump, I believe, a couple of cars in as Pliskin is on the outside looking in now. You don't want to be on the outside, I've noticed lately. It's fast, but you're flirting with the wall up there with the wind. What is RaceBot X10000 doing? He somehow just got in this race after being nowhere all day in the Tesla. Of course, the two teammates, or its two teammates, are doing pretty well as well. Oh, here we go. More fun further back. This should be interesting. Who is in and who is out? Roy is in, but anyone could be a threat to get eliminated in this. Tim Randolph has had one of the fastest cars all day, but he gets nudged wide by Sean Perkins, who's been incredibly aggressive all weekend here. And Randolph, one of the fastest cars, gets into the fence. Here comes Jesse Turner, actually. Turner's been nowhere all race, too, and now he's flirting with a transfer spot after being involved in hitting the wall a bunch of times and in a crash. And out of nowhere, here's Jesse Turner in the race. The wind is picking up. We got Tauger riding the wall. Like, why can't you get off it there? I don't know. Turner is now locking himself in. Matthews is out. Matthews has gone nowhere since that restart. Doing a typical Ryan Matthews special of starting near the front of the field and then falling back very quickly. Ryan Matthews is, of course, known for that. Alex Rowe is the only Honda looking like he's going to make it. Because I think Monaco fell out. And this pack is going to, if this were to end, oh wow, Matthews very slow to the center there. And Tauger once again hits the wall. Rowe, I believe, is going to get in on that, or not get in, but get into the thing there. Right now, Matthews and Pliskin are out. Pliskin in the fence. And this has not been a good qualifying thing for Pass. Pass has really struggled today. But again, with the wind picking up the way it is, I'm not sure any... Look at RaceBot X1000 up there. He is just... Or it is just destroying. And look at RaceBot X10000 going for the lead now over Joshua Michaels and Connor Monaco. And that's the RaceBot taking the lead. I mean... You really don't want to be beaten by a robot, everybody. Come on. I mean, literally, this is a robotic car. And you're going to lose to it. And right as the RaceBot takes the lead, we get another yellow. This time, they're saying debris, but I'm not seeing much. Oh, yeah, there is a piece out there on the backstretch. That's right, there is a piece. I do see that now. I was going to say, I don't know where this debris is, but looks like a Monaco is going to get into the fence. Maybe not. Brings it down, but RaceBot is going to lead the field back to the caution here. And right now, cars in with only a handful to go are, we have RaceBot, Monaco, Michaels, Ozkin, Vershagen, Myatt, Tannerhill, Zabka, Turner, Rowe, and Tauger are in with Matthews, Perkins, Pliskin, Volkner, Roy, etc. all on the outside looking in. And as we say that, there's something wrong with the RaceBot car. Looks like there might be a virus with it or something along those lines, as RaceBot X10000 is not doing well right now. Tough break for RaceBot and the entire Japanese crew behind it. Green flag is out once again here. There's not long to go, and what had happened with the RaceBot car is somebody accidentally, they control the pit mechanisms with a button when RaceBot pits, and apparently somebody sat on the button, and that accidentally brought RaceBot down pit road, and there was no abort feature on it, so RaceBot had to pit. Now, with only 9 to go, or coming to 9 to go, it's now time for who makes it, who doesn't. Right now, Sean Perkins very slow there. I don't think either three-time champ's going to make it. Meanwhile, Ryan Matthews is in. Matthews is in. Further back, Pliskin's trying to get going. We've got a car without a hood out there. I'm not sure what happened to Wolf there. Wolf wasn't involved in a wreck, I don't believe. Perkins in the fence again. And Race Bot's a man on a mission. It's a bot on the... Is that a bot? That's a good question. Is that a bot out there? RaceBot is on a mission now to try and get up through this field as quickly as possible. And he just blasted by an entire pack worth of cars. Yes, he did. Or yes, it did. And if I'm RaceBot, the RaceBot crew, I mean, is this legal that a robot can be that overpowered? I mean, he's already into a playoff spot by passing Matthews right there. Already in one. I don't know how. Oh, Matthews is really having issues now. But still, I mean, he's passing the entire pack on one sitting. Is this legal? I mean, look at him. It's not even funny how much faster that thing is. The only thing I can say is that RaceBot has tires and everybody else doesn't. Because RaceBot pitted. Because somebody was stupid and sat on the pit bin button. But is tires really that much better around here? I mean, look at him. Or look at it. There were protests about the Tesla team having robots in their team because nobody's ever seen Abbott or Sanders, really. They just kind of exist in an ether setting, and they sound very robotic whenever they talk. Oh, we got Michaels in the wall. RaceBot's up to 4th as it stands right now. Who is in and who is out, though, is a big question. Tauger is in. Pliskin is out. As we go through the order here, oh my gosh, Ryan Matthews. I was looking back to see where he was. Him and Perkins really fell off the cherry wagon there. Vershagen is falling very quickly as well. Pliskin is in. Vershagen not doing well right now. Very, very slow on track. That's a tough break for Vershagen because I really thought he would have been fun to watch in the race. Young hope in there. Ty Silverspoon very slow on track as well. And RaceBot has just taken the lead. The famous RaceBot X10000 has taken the lead of this race, so really everybody is losing to a robot right now. I mean, there will be protests whether if that thing should be allowed in the race and should a robot be allowed to race, but I don't know how founded they'll be. Zabka is currently in the race. 2 of the pass cars are in right now, but he really slowed up there. Here comes Vershagen again on very bad tires. Vershagen's going to try and get in. Not long left in this event. Tim Moore's back there as well. I don't think he's going to make it. None of these drivers really have a shot. Right now, it is a battle between Zabka. With only 2 to go, it's a battle between Zabka, Wolf, and Vershagen for the last spot. Looks like Pliskin's going to make it with 2 to go. Unless if somebody really messes up and hits the wall up front. I think they're, well, and then you got Austin Silverspoon, you got Ty Silverspoon up there being kind of a dolt as well. And yeah, there's RaceBot kind of running away with it. Ozkin in second, that's kind of out of nowhere. He was involved in a wreck earlier, I want to say. And looks like Vershagen's really struggling here, but this is Chris Wolf now trying to make it 3 Bradley cars in the race without a hood, getting by Zabka. This is going to be the battle here with the white coming up here. Zabka is in. Pliskin is in. I don't believe Longstocking made it. Yes, Longstocking's not going to make it. There was a big concern that none of them would make it. Yeah, Vershagen is not going to make it at this rate. Vershagen in the wall. Final corner coming up here. There's RaceBot. He's going to win. It's going to win. And, oh, Zabka's in the fence. Here we go. It is going to be Chris Wolf versus Zabka, and it's going to be Wolf making it. Chris Wolf makes it on the last corner as Zabka just overcooks it into the fence. Wolf makes it. So the famous RaceBot X10000 wins the race with Samit Ozkin, Connor Monaco, Kenny Myatt making it, Joshua Michaels, Jesse Turner, Alex Rode, Caitlin Tannerhill, Craig Tauger, Russ Pliskin, and Wolf making the grid. I'm sorry, that's Colin Wolf. I keep wanting to say Chris Wolf. Chris Wolf was a ARC driver back in the day. Not sure if they're related, actually. Colin Wolf to Chris Wolf. Zabka. What can you say? Lawrence Zabka had a big shot at making that. In final corner, just overcooked it, got into the fence. Zabka would have made it. 13th is Vershegen. I thought Vershegen could have made it. Morse could have made it. Ryan Matthews could have made it. Matthews was quick early on, but just went nowhere after that. I mean, the car looked like it really fell off from him. Volkner, Miyazaki, McCormick, Roy, Thompson, Randolph, Longstocking, Perkins. Neither of the three-time ARCSOA Elite Series champions, or not ARCSOA Elite Series, ARCSOA American 700 champions will be in the race tomorrow. Or not tomorrow, but later. In the American 700 this year, Stratan, Lester Wester, Monaco, Ty Silverspoon, and Austin Silverspoon will not be making the grid either. With that being said, if you are an Olina Prime member, an Olina Specialty Account member, you will see qualifying on the Discord tonight, on Discord broadcasting services tonight. We'll see you then.